POV is she said she doesn't eat at Cheesecake Factory, so I took her to a 5-star restaurant and she did this.
Oh my God.
What?
No class whatsoever.
Sorry, I was a little hungry.
Picking your teeth at the table?
You gonna finish that?
You gonna reach over on his plate with your grubby hands and take his food? What do y'all find women like this, man? Oh my God. Gentlemen, if y'all are with a woman and she's acting this classless out here, just straight up, no manners, no etiquette, no nothing, talking about how she not gonna eat at Cheesecake Factory, then you take it to a 5-star dinner and this is how she acts, this is how she conducts herself, this is how she is displaying herself in public. Like, ma'am, do you have no etiquette training? You have no class? You talking with your mouth full, just drinking straight from the bottle? Like, who raised you, lady? You you got so many women out here talking about, you need to take me out to a 5-star dinner. You need to take me. I'm not going to Cheesecake Factory. I'm not going to, dinner date or nothing like that. I deserve some 5-star dining. You need to be spending $300-$400 on me. And this is what you get. This is the type of woman that you are taking out to get to know. Like, she ain't there for you. She just there for the food. It reminds me of that scene in White Chicks where Marlon Wayans is just eating so loud and so ratchet. And this is exactly it. This is the same exact thing going on where you got this woman out here just being so belligerent, just being so nasty, so vile, and just the way that she eats. And if this is how much class that she tries to display or lack thereof in a freaking dinner, what do you think she would be like in a you take it to the mayor's ball or you take it to some kind of family function or whatever? She gonna be drinking wine out the bottle like that? Or she gonna be chewing with her mouth open, looking like a damn goat? Talking with food in her mouth. This is stuff that a toddler would do. This is stuff that we see kids in elementary school who have no home training what kind of do. We give them kind of excuse, kind of a pass. But for a grown ass woman like this to do this type of stuff, no, hell no. She gets no pass. Cause let a guy do something like this. Let a guy just be, eating with his, eating like this, like he a freaking cow or a caged or wild animal or something like that. Let a guy go out here just talking food in your mouth, slurping like this, like you just have no home training. Women will be completely turned off. They'll be like, oh, this dude has no class. He has no home training. Who raised him? He has no kind of manners, no kind of etiquette whatsoever. So we need to say the same thing about this lady right here. She has just displaying no class at all, just like she's slurping the food, and then has no problem with it whatsoever. She sees that there's nothing wrong with this, that this is normal. This is her everyday. This is what she does on an everyday basis. And got the audacity to demand a 5-star dinner. You got the audacity to demand that, and this is how you behave. This is why, gentlemen, we encourage you, do not spend more than about $100 on a first date, because if this is how she is going to behave herself, this is how she conducts herself, you need to just get the hell out of Dodge and minimize your spending as much as you can. And I'm not saying that you gotta, be cheap and all that stuff, but if you can, if you okay with spending at least about $100 around the maximum for a first date, you will find stuff out like this, and you can easily find that out versus spending $300-$400 on a date and dealing with this kind of foolishness. And just think if, if this is how ratchet and raunchy she is when she gets out into the streets, and when y'all out at some kind of, real dinner with, other important people, your homeboys or whatever, maybe a business function or something like that, and she's doing this, that's a reflection on you. Because you picked her, you chose for her to be your date. And if you choose to wife a woman like this, that is on you as a man, because you did this to yourself. You pick a woman who has no class, that's a reflection on you. Just like when you are raising kids and the kids are misbehaving, the kids are acting all rowdy and whatever, to being disgruntled in the classroom, this, that, and the third. That is a reflection on you as a parent, because you raised that child. And if you pick a woman like this, that's a reflection on you, because you picked her. You had your choice picking any woman that you wanted, but you chose to pick a woman like this who is being so classless and all this other kind of stuff. That's what people will say about you. If this is the kind of woman that he picks, I can only imagine what he is like behind closed doors. I can only imagine what it's like being with a guy like him, trying to do business, this, that, and the third. So if you are with this kind of lady, like, just don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your energy. It's not worth dealing with her, going to a 5-star restaurant or anywhere. You can, honestly, you can find this out going to Chili's. You can find this out going to Cheesecake Factory or whatever. But just to deal with all this picking your teeth at the table and taking food off my plate. Guys don't like it when women take food off our plate in the first place. Then you gonna pick it up with your bare hands. Don't even use a fork. You got a fork right in front of you. You gonna pick it up with your bare hands, reach across the table and take my food? Like, no. So this is the kind of woman that you absolutely want to stay away from. Respectfully pay for the date. Tell her have a good night and make sure she get home safe, and then just say, hey, look, I'm not feeling this no more. I don't want to, take this any further. We're just not having a connection, and then just cut it off, because there's no point in just continue further trying to date a woman like this if this is how she behaves on the first date. Because most people, they bring their representative to a first date. They bring their best foot forward. They bring their best self. And is this what she is, her best self? Or even worse, this is how she really is? Either way, you don't want to deal with it, because it's not a good reflection on you, because you are the company that you keep. And if this is the company that you keep, I can only imagine what other company that you keep around you. Anyway, that's all I got for this one. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.